The Russian authorities say the mercenary chief who launched a brief coup against Vladimir Putin earlier this summer was on the passenger list of a plane that crashed near Moscow, killing all 10 people on board. The head of the Wagner Group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has been keeping a low public profile since leading the short-lived mutiny in June. BBC Monitoring's Russia editor, Vitaly Shevchenko, says speculation is spreading about the crash.
I've seen a number of video clips filmed by eyewitnesses who said that they had heard two explosions and they drew the conclusion that that aircraft had been shot out of the sky. But this is unconfirmed. This is speculative.
Students in England, Wales and Northern Ireland are due to receive their GCSE results this morning. The proportion of top grades in England is expected to fall for a second year in a row as part of a plan to bring results down to pre-pandemic levels. COVID-19 led to an increase in top grades in 2020 and 2021, with results based on teacher assessments instead of exams. The administrators of the collapsed high street chain Wilko have warned that jobs will be lost after they failed to find a buyer for the whole business. Wilko employs 12,500 staff across 400 stores. 8 candidates hoping to win the Republican nomination for next year's US presidential election are due to take part in a debate in Wisconsin. Donald Trump has snubbed the event, instead choosing to release a recorded interview. Our reporter Katrina Perry is in Milwaukee.
Donald Trump is ensuring here that the candidates will talk about him. He's hoping for some sort of almost circular debate with them setting out how different they are to him, the ones who support him, the ones that don't, potentially attacking him, while at the same time he has an interview that he's already taped with the former Fox News host Tucker Carlson that will drop on X, formerly known as Twitter, at about the same time.
Donald Trump's former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, has handed himself in at a county jail in Georgia. The former mayor of New York has been booked on charges of trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election result. An attempted satellite launch by North Korea has failed. It's the second time since May that Pyongyang has attempted to put a spacecraft into orbit. The country says it will try again in October. The US has told North Korea to refrain from further threatening activity. London Zoo and Whipsnade Zoo are preparing for their annual animal weigh-in. The zoo's residents need to be weighed and measured for a global database. Gemma Metcalfe is responsible for some of the biggest animals at London Zoo. She says some are easier than others to deal with.
It can take very varying amounts of time. So sometimes, especially with our giraffes, we can take literally hours if the giraffes don't want to play ball, whereas some of the other animals are much quicker. So it does depend on which species you're working with as to how quickly you can get them on a weighboard.